The Premier League is back after a short FA Cup hiatus, and we've got a bumper 8-game match of the day for you tonight. In the studio, Alan Shearer and Ian Wright lead the line. We begin at Goodison Park for Sean Dyche's first game as Everton manager after replacing Frank Lampard. To start, the small matter of a visit from league leaders Arsenal. Commentary from Guy
Been very pleased with the players. Their honesty has been invaluable to us as a staff to get the start point, if you like, and the base to work from. I must mention a few of them felt they'd let down the last manager and staff, so I admired that honesty. So we built on the back of that and said, well, we can correct that, but we've got to do it together. And I was pleased with that side of the game today. You know, quality-wise, we can build that, but there had to be a base to work from, that to be a feel of a group and the commitment to the cause, and I thought there was plenty of that today.
You know these players well. How do they respond to setbacks? You haven't had many in recent times.
I don't know, but the way I respond is to tell them that I love them more than before the game and before last week and last month, because they deserve it, because it's easy to be next to him when they are winning and smiling and performing. Now we have to be next to them when they have had a defeat and they tried really hard to get a different outcome, and today it wasn't possible.
I know he focuses on the group, he doesn't deal with individuals so much, but have you been telling your teammates about what you can expect from the way that he'll manage the club?
Yeah, obviously the lads know I know him quite well, so they ask what he's like. And obviously I fed him with as much as I can, but they'll soon learn what he's like. Straightforward, honest, wants us to work hard and but also be respectful around the place, and that's exactly what we'll be like. But then also go out there and perform for this club, because it's important, and the fans responded today, which is great.
Yes, what a start for Sean Dyche. First goal for Tarkowski and a huge 3 points for Everton. How, Ian, did they get the better of Arsenal?
Well, they did play well. Mikel did give them credit. He did mention that Arsenal would have to play well to control the game, to earn the right to play, and I think that Everton didn't give them that today. You know, they were... You're thinking that they're going to be a team. Yes, they're going to have a little bit more about them. But this is Martin Odegaard, arguably for me, one of the players of the season so far. Didn't have hardly any time. Arsenal's still trying to play how they play, because that's what's got them where they are at the moment. But you can look at Everton. Every single one of them is right in their faces all day. This was happening. It was something that was going to be, if Arsenal were going to get anything, it's going to have to be, they're going to have to play very, very well. And Nana, again, who was in and around. He was in and around Martin Odegaard for the whole game, literally, and I can't understand how Calvert-Lewin doesn't get that. Again, you look at Ghana here, just reading it, and then here he comes in, and then they win it again. They were just so I thought they were going to run out of energy at some stage. But this is Nana again, getting in front of Martin Odegaard, and then once it comes here, he's got a little bit of skill, bang, bang, and then he's off. You know, he could have maybe got that again, but like they started to get confident now with what they were doing, and then, you know, by the time it finished there, this is him just running it down to the other end of the pitch, you know, and then, you know, this is where once it goes out of play, you just see him like get the whole stand going with his rally cry. You know, he's going for it. They were up for it. They were ready for it, and I'm not too disappointed with what we've done there today, because a team would have to play well to beat Arsenal at the moment, and they did.
Yeah, that's a telling graphic, isn't it, that they've run more today? And that often happens, doesn't it, when a new manager comes in? We see that for a little while. But it wasn't just about the running aspect to the game, was it, Alan?
No, there were several good things about the performance, but this was one of them. In the first 20 minutes, I thought Everton sort of struggled a little bit, because he had Iwobi left and McNeil right-hand side, and then they were far too far away from Calvert-Lewin up front. When the balls were going up to him there, that's the distance. There's no point in winning this header, because those two particularly, I understand that they've got to do their bit in midfield and help protect and feel their way into the game, but when that was happening, there was no point, because they weren't running in behind. Similar thing again, the ball goes up to there, they're miles away from him. But after about 20 minutes, an Arsenal player goes down injured, and there's Sean Dyche and his staff. They just say to McNeil, you come to the left-hand side, Iwobi, you go over to the other side and get closer to Calvert-Lewin. And that's exactly what happened. A ball up to him there, and all of a sudden, yes, they're both closer to him, but more importantly, he wins it, and then Iwobi's onto it, and they're into the final third and causing problems. Similar thing. On the right-hand side, the first one, this is on the left-hand side, long ball up. There he is, McNeil again, and then all of a sudden get on that left foot and whip it in, and Decore, it should be in the back of the net. And a big problem for Everton this season has been scoring goals. There's only Wolves scored fewer goals than them. But they were getting into position. Similar thing, he wins the ball, another fantastic ball in. And again, that should be in the back of the net. Second half, something similar. Ball goes up, but at least then they find Iwobi, who's in that position to put the ball into the box. Not a great ball in, but at least they're getting bodies in there and they're creating chances and they're asking different questions of that Arsenal back four, which they haven't done enough this season. What a start. It was a brilliant performance from him and his players.
Fantastic start. And Ian, can I say I'm full of admiration for you for sticking with your Arsenal socks despite that defeat.
Thank you, Gary.
You're welcome. Wolves started the day in 17th, just above the dreaded dotted line. Visitors Liverpool have gone 3 Premier League games without a